Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be seeing how to create a script or set of commands, save it on an URL which is stored, which is on the cloud, which is that is on the internet, and then you can execute the command, execute the script on a client PC, which you have uh, access to. So that's what we'll be seeing it today. So here's the steps. The first thing is create a script or set of commands, and then to save the contents on the internet, I'm going to use paste bin, and then I'll be generating a raw URL. So this is the second step, and the third step is going to be executing a one-liner script at the on a client PC. So we'll be using IRM, IEX, and paste bin link. So IRM is basically invoke REST method. So this is used to download the script from the cloud, and IEX is invoke expression. So this is going to execute the contents of the script. That is content inside that file which got downloaded. So that is the contents on the paste bin link. So there are two use cases which I have used. So the first use case is, let's say that uh, you have multiple PCs where you want to install various applications, right? So one of the ways is the traditional way is like you can copy all the installer files of the applications and then copy it, paste it on all the computers, and then install the application one by one manually on each computer. So this requires some effort for who's going to install. So this one-liner command can help you ease your task. So you will need to spend some time in setting things up. Once it's set up, it's going to be easy for you. Uh, and This is the first use case. We'll be seeing. I'll be showcasing you how to do that. And the one of the second use cases, like if you need to get some PC information about, such as the serial number and some specs of the PC, like I can run a command, and I have created a set of commands like which will extract the PC information, which is serial number, BIOS information, and certain like the specifications of the PC, and then it will push to a NTFY server. So I'll be showing you both use cases. So let's start off with the first use case. So for first use case, I'll be using this tool called Winget. So this is basically a Microsoft utility, so which comes pre-built, inbuilt when you install a Windows operating system. I'm using Windows 11 operating system, so it's installed by default, so you don't have to download anything separately in order for Winget to work. So first thing is, using Winget search, we will need to find the ID of all the applications which you need. So let's start. So I'm using PowerShell, as running as an administrator. So it's recommended to run as an administrator to avoid some hassles. Although sometimes non-admin privileges will also work sometimes, but I would recommend you to run with admin privileges. So let's search for some applications. So I'll search for AnyDesk first. Get search AnyDesk. So we have this ID over here. Let me copy this and paste it on Notepad++. I used Control C to copy, so you can do the same. And let me search for the second application, which is WinRAR. Let me search for a third application, which is everything. Excuse me. So here you can see a lot of applications are showing under the name everything. So I'm most interested in this one, void tools everything. So I'll just copy this and paste it over here. And the last is VLC. I'll search for Winget search VLC. All right. So here we have videolan .vlc. I'll copy and paste this. So to install this application, we need to use uh, the winget install command. So I'll just add that all that syntax in front of all the application IDs. Winget install followed by the application name. So to demonstrate how this syntax works, I will just execute this first command. So that is, I'll install any disk using winget command and see how it works. I have copied this, and let me clear this, and I will execute this command over here, and it's going to install silently. So sometimes a pop-up may pop up, but you don't have to worry, it's going to take care by itself. So you don't have to manually click on any button. You will just need to wait for a few seconds or maybe a minute or a couple of minutes. So yeah, it's installed. Okay, so this is, you can see how this syntax work, winget install syntax. Now I'll for the remaining three applications, I'll just copy this three applications and uh, application IDs with the winget syntax, and I'll put it on paste bin, and I'll put the syntax highlighting as PowerShell, and I'll click on create new paste. Okay, so we need raw data. So this IRM syntax, which will be IRM IX syntax, which will be executing on the client PC. So it requires, that syntax requires a raw input, raw URL. So you can see this is a like normal web page. If you click on draw, like you should get something like this, like a notepad, online notepad with just the contents, nothing else. So we need this URL. Actually, I'll just copy this, and I'll create a one-liner. So this one-liner you need to run on the client PC. I'll search for, that's next going to be IRM space the URL followed by a pipe symbol, and followed by IEX. All right, I'll copy this. I have copied this, and we can execute it over here. I'll just click on, I'll clear the history, and I'll paste it, and I will run. So all the three applications will be installed one by one. So first WinRAR is getting installed. So it's installed already, so quick. And next we have everything. So it's installing, and last is VLC player. So the file sizes are quite small, so VLC is quite big in size, so it would need little extra time than the previous two files, previous two applications. So all I did was, like, the major work is the initial work which you do, like finding the application IDs and setting up the paste bin link. So that is the major part. So this and that is going to be a one-time thing unless you make some changes in the syntax. For example, if you want to add new applications or remove some applications, so you have to do that thing on the paste bin link. So other than that, you just need to run this one-liner IRM followed by this pastebin URL followed by this IX. You need to run on each and every PC where you want to install these applications. So it got downloaded. Now it's installing. So let's wait for a few seconds to a minute or so. So you can see that it's rotating here and also it's rotating on the top. So that means it's not stuck. The process is not stuck. The process is happening somewhere, probably silently. So you don't have to worry about it. In case if it stops rotating or if this here stops rotating, like it could be a symbol that it got your PC got frozen, right? So here we are. So the applications are installed. So this is one use case. So hope you find it useful. All right. And let's see about the next use case also. I'll just close this NTFI, and this is another use case. So here what the syntax, the set of commands here does is, let me explain. So get computer info is a inbuilt PowerShell syntax which will get computer information, a detailed computer information, which includes the BIOS information, OS name, CS family, serial number, etc., etc. So uh, like all this information will be sent to this NTFI server, NZCOMIN. So it will be sent over here. So you just need to do similar to the way which we did previously. You just need to put this URL. So there's one more point which I would like to highlight. So instead of pasting this link, you can shorten this link using any shorten tools like Bitly or this dub.co or any other shorten URL, and then you can execute that shortened URL also, and still it will work. So you can try it. Basically I do it because if I shorten the URL, I can put some customized URL name, so which I can keep in mind. So every time when we execute it, I just fetch it from my memory, fetch it from my brain, and then I can just write it rather than remembering this. If you, it's difficult to remember something like this, right? So if you shorten the URL, you can put any name which you can remember. Okay. So let's execute this. So I'll just clear this and I'll type the syntax IRM followed by the syntax followed by pipe followed by IEX. Before I execute, let me open this ntfy dot sh server, ntfy dot sh, and I'll click on open app. So these are previous data. I'll just delete all of them. Okay, and let me move this side. Okay, so when I run this command, at the same time I'll receive notification on this ntfy server, NZCOMIN, and then I'll get all the information over here. Please keep in mind that don't use the same server which I'm using. You will have to use your own server, your own custom name, or else I'll get your company, your computer information. So please do not execute uh, the commands which I use, so that you just need to make sure that you change the NTFI server details. Don't use this NZ command. So you will need to use something else, okay? Or else I will get your details, which could be a violation of privacy, which I don't want to do that. So just watch out. Okay. So let's run this. Okay. See, and it gets closed because in the syntax the last command is exit actually. So once the script is executed, the terminal will get closed automatically. So that's it. So these are two use cases which I used. So hope you find it useful. Hope you can get more use cases for this technique which I use. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.